Hey guys, so in this lesson we're going to go on to part 3. Remember that we are in a 3-part series where we've already looked at part 1 and part 2, and now we're going to be doing something quite interesting where they're going to tell us the real world length and they're going to tell us the map length, and from that we can find a scale. Remember, the scales we've been looking at are called ratio scales, where it's something like that, for example, and this one here is always the map and this one is always the real world. Okay, so let's see how this lesson's going to go. So as we said, part 3. Okay, so it says the following straight line distances between point A and B are given. So the map is 2 centimeters and the real world is 1 kilometer. Okay, so step 1, we know that if we have we first have to convert both of these to the same. Now you can choose, do you want to go to kilometers or do you want to go to centimeters? I'm going to change this one to centimeters, okay? So remember your conversions. And so we are converting from kilometers to centimeters. So we're going from kilometers to centimeters. So we're going to the right-hand side where we will multiply. So we'll say 1 multiplied by 1000 and then multiplied by 100. Remember, we multiply by all the numbers that we're going past, and that'll give us 100,000 centimeters. So that is still the real distance. That's the real world. All that we've done is we've just converted it. Okay, now we can put the ratios next to each other. So it's 2 goes to 100,000. Remember, this is your map, which we can see here, and then this is your real. Now, to give a scale, you always want to make your map equal to 1. Remember how we've always showed a ratio scale. It's always the map has a 1, and then the real world can be whatever other number. So we need to get this to a 1. Now, the only way that you can do that is dividing by 2, but what you do to that side, you must also do to this side, and so you end up with a 1, and then you end up with a 50,000. And so that would be the scale for this map. Let's do another example. We've got this example and then one more. Okay, so here they tell us that the map distance is 3 centimeters and the real world is 3 kilometers. So step 1, let's change this to centimeters so we can do our ratios, conversion over here. There we go. And then this is 1,000, this is 100, and this is a 10. And so if we go this way, we multiply. If we go this way, we divide. And so here we are going from kilometers to centimeters. So we're going to go from kilometers to centimeters. So it's in that direction. And so we will multiply. So we will say 3 kilometers, just so we don't get confused with that one, multiplied by 1,000, multiplied by 100, and that'll give us 300,000 centimeters. Okay, so now we have both of them in centimeters. As long as they have the same units, then it's perfect. And so we can say 3 and 300,000. Remember, this is your map, and this is your real. And so to get this to a ratio, you have to get this to become a 1. So we will divide this by 3, but then we will also have to divide this by 3, and that'll be 1, and then 100,000. Let's do one more example. So here we have the real world distance is 2.6 kilometers and the map distance is 5.2 centimeters. So let's do our conversion. So we've got kilometers, meters, centimeters, and millimeters. And then in between is 1,000, 100, and 10. So going this way, multiply. Going this way, divide. Okay, so we're going to go from kilometers to centimeters. So we are going to the right-hand side, and so we are multiplying. So we'll take the real-world distance of 2.6 kilometers, and we will multiply that by 1,000, and then by 100, and that'll give us 260,000 centimeters. Okay, so now we have centimeters for both, and so now we can put them next to each other. Whoops, 5.2 and 260,000. Like that. Now remember, this is your map and this is your real. So to get a map scale, remember, as we've seen, you always want to end up with a 1. So you divide this by 5.2 and then what you do to that side, you do to this side, and so you end up with a 1 over here, and then this side would be a 50,000.